Hi and welcome. I'm Lisa. Thanks for joining me here on the Whimsy Stamps channel for the Pumpkins on Parade Hop and giveaway featuring the Build a Pumpkin Patch die set. We want to give a warm welcome to our returning guest, Nancy May from Ventures with Handy Scandy, and you'll be hopping over to her YouTube channel during the hop. We know you're going to love her. Now, I do have some details to share with you about the hop that I'll get to shortly, but for now, let's jump into this. So off screen, I ran the large pumpkin and the leaves from this die set through a die cutting machine with Arches watercolor paper. I'm using my Magella Mission Gold watercolor palette, and I'm starting out with a number 8 round brush with the wet to dry technique. In other words, my brush is wet and my paper is dry. Now the first thing I want to do is lay down this orange, and as you can see, I'm applying the paint fairly unsaturated to the sides of the pumpkin, and then I'll come in with some water and start to move this in towards the center, saturating that color with water. The center of the center section of my pumpkin is going to be the lightest. Now I'm going to start defining those sections of the pumpkin using a number 1 round brush and the color Raw Sienna. After defining the sections, I start to bring in some autumn orange and red brown to add texture and dimension. And to be completely transparent with you, I'm new to this type of watercolors, and when I do use them, I always remind myself it's a learning process and it should be fun. So on this particular day, I had some sounds of autumn music playing. I was just started painting, relaxing, and enjoying a little bit of quiet time while doing this. I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. Now, if you've been wanting to try watercolors, just remember to give yourself grace. It is a learning process and have fun with it. Okay, I need to give the details for the hop while I finish painting this pumpkin. The details are fairly simple. You just hop along, leaving a comment at each stop for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to the Whimsy Stamps Online Shop. And the next stop is linked directly below at the top of the video description box. Now, the commenting closes on Monday, September 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday, September 22nd here on the Whimsy Stamps channel. I always list the winner at the top of the video hop description box, so be sure to check back on this video for that announcement. I'll also reply to the winner's comment, so please be sure you're subscribed and have clicked that notification bell so you don't miss out. Now, if you want, you can scroll down to find these details and more about the giveaway. I do want to mention that the giveaway is in no way associated with YouTube. So that's going to bring us to the finished pumpkin, and I'm going to move us into the leaves. So this is an easy process. I'm using a wet to dry technique again, and I'm just laying down 2 colors on each leaf. It's very simple, but the results are so pretty. I decided to speed things along and that I would dry these with my heat gun. I'm also going to set them to the side while I clean up and stamp the background for this card. So I'm using the Scratchy Plaid background stamp. I have it placed on the lid of my Misty. I lay down a 110-pound card base face down on the stamp. I'm going to add repositionable tape to the back of that card base, close the Misty, flip it over, and now I'm ready to stamp. I decided to try something a little bit different on this card by stamping with 2 colors. So I'm using VersaFine Clair inks in the colors Pinecone and Charming Pink. I figured the worst thing that could happen is I don't like it. I put it in file 13, or as some of you know it, the round file. But it turns out I ended up loving the way that it looked, and I used it. So here you can see the pumpkin and the leaves once they completely dried. I'm so excited about how they turned out, and I'm ready to add these to my card base. I'm using a couple of different sizes of mounting foam for this. On the back of the pumpkin, I used mounting foam from a roll, and for the leaves, I'm using round foam adhesives. And while I was adding the leaves, I thought it would be really pretty to add some gold to this, but just a little bit along the edge of those leaves. Now, if you don't have a gold watercolor palette, you can use sheer shimmer spray, shake it up, put a little bit on your work mat, and paint it onto the leaves using your brush. Now, off screen, I ran the FAL from the Cutie ABC die set with 110-pound cardstock through my die cut machine so I can add the word fall across my pumpkin. I'm using foam adhesive strips for that. I do have the finished card to share with you. I've added some sequins to it, and I have another sample that I'm going to share with you. I had so much fun creating these cards that I thought, I want to try this one more time. And so I decided to do a blue pumpkin, and I think it's probably my favorite out of the two. So that's going to wrap up my time with you. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer a traditional orange pumpkin, or are you like me and favor that blue pumpkin? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, the next stop is linked below, and be sure to leave a comment at each stop for a chance to win that $25 gift certificate to the Whimsy Stamps Online Shop. Now, for more information on the products seen in this video, click the links directly below to head over to the Whimsy Stamps website and check it out. I appreciate you so much for spending time with me today, and until next time, please take care.